So now for this follower notification, I have already imported the feed and calculate time function. And again, we are going to copy its layout from here, this layout from like notification, and paste it inside the return statement. Now inside this follower notification, we are going to have some states. So let's import useState from React. And here we are going to first of all have a state for disabled and set disabled. By default, it is going to be false. So if I go to the deployed version, these are the notifications we are going to have for following. So you can see right here, we are being shown these buttons here. So we are going to run a filter loop here, and we are going to check if we are following the user. We are going to show this tick mark sign icon. Otherwise, we are going to show this add user icon right here. So this is just like we did on our followers component when we created the profile page. So inside this, we are going to have a boolean is following, and we are going to run a loop over logged user follow stats dot following dot length is greater than 0, and run a loop dot following dot filter. So inside this, we are going to receive the following, and here we are going to check if following dot user is equals to notification dot user dot underscore id, and here we are going to check if its length is greater than 0. So we are comparing it with notification dot user dot underscore id. So if you recall, when we created the notification model, I told you the notification dot user is basically the user from whom the notification is. So we are going to compare its ID with the following dot user and check if we are following the user or not. And now let's make some changes inside the return statement. Here inside the feed.summary, where we are typing liked your post, we're going to remove this. And here we're going to have started following you. And I'm going to remove this notification.post.pic URL. And here we're going to have a div. So this div is going to be for the buttons. The style of this div, position is going to be absolute. Right from 5 pixels. And inside this div, we are going to have a button. Let's import that from semantic UI React. So on this button, the size is going to be small. It is going to have a compact prop. The icon here is going to be if is following is equals to true. We are going to have an icon of check circle. Otherwise, we are going to have an icon of add user. And after this, we are going to have a color. So again, if is following is equals to true, we are going to have a color of Instagram. Otherwise, it is going to be color of Twitter. And it is going to have an on click. So let's import the function follow user and unfollow user. Import from utils and profile actions. So if you remember, we created this follow user function and unfollow user function. So on this on click, if is following is equals to true, we are going to call unfollow user function. And the ID here is going to be notification.user._id. And we are going to pass in the set user follow stats. Otherwise, we are going to call follow user function. And the parameters are going to be the same. So let's copy it from here. And also on the start of this function, let's make sure to add the set disabled to true. And after this, set disabled to false. And let's wait for these functions and make it an async function. And also on this button, we are going to have a disabled prop for this state. So this will basically disable the button while the function is being called. So this is all we have to do for this component right here. Now if I go back and on our localhost, refresh. So right now we do not have any notification for this new follower. But if I go to this profile and I am going to follow this user, and now I'm going to log out and open this profile. in the sync and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if I go to the notifications, now you can see we are getting a notification. Jane started following you. The time is being shown, and also I'm following the user. That's why we are getting this check sign. But if I unfollow, you can see right here I've unfollowed the user, and now if I go to the account, and my following is 0, but my followers are Jane Doe. And now if I follow her again, and if I go back, Jane Doe notification is there, start following you, and I am following him already. So now in the next video, we are going to start working on this post page right here, /post and the post ID. So when the user clicks on this post, we are going to route the user to the page where post is displayed with the comments and the likes.